not gonna be too long, and every time I say that it ends up being long as hell, but I'm gonna talk about some cute stuff in the beginning. There's some heavier stuff towards the end of this, so just keep that in mind. Today is Monday, at least when I'm recording this. Like I've always been telling y'all, if YouTube decides not to play any games with me, this video will be released on Monday. If not, it will be released a little bit later. If you want to see it first, regardless, you can go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression to sign up. If you haven't seen it already, I am putting out a video today. It's a Patreon topic video. Like I said, you guys get to vote on the topics of my content. This week's topic video is about the difference between procrastinating and self-doubt when it comes to like starting and completing tasks. And I came to this little epiphany in my life, so I decided to share it. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, just go ahead and check out the video. Also, check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. So I first want to go ahead and talk about this Mariah Carey, what is it called? The bottle top challenge or something like that. So if you're not aware of what the challenge is, it's like, I guess people like loosen the cap of a bottle, but it's still on there, and like hold it up, and like you're supposed to have this precision to be able to kick the bottle cap and spin it off. I'm sure there's so many videos of it being edited. It's a funny little meme. It's always some dumbass memes and trends going on social media, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. You know, I don't usually pay too much attention to that bullshit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should be doing some of these challenges, but I'm just like, girl, okay, nah, I could be definitely editing a video right now. So then I noticed that Mariah Carey put up one. I was like, huh? You know, it was kind of puzzling to me, because I was like, is Mariah Carey really finna spin around and kick this bottle top off this water bottle? Like, is she really finna do this shit? So it was over the weekend, and I was a mess. I was a drunk ass mess this weekend, really showing my ass this weekend. So I was real tipsy looking at Twitter, looking at the video, and then here she comes. Like, she really acted like she's been doing. I'm gonna show you. She really acted like she was finna do that shit, and she said, ah! I said, oh my God. She's like, ah! And that thing said, spin around like a tornado, girl. It happened so quickly that I was like, dude, what the hell? I had to go back and rewatch that shit. I was like, Mariah, this is everything. I think like the last time I looked at that video, it had like 1 million likes and like 400,000 retweets. I was like, absolutely. My friend and I were talking about Mariah Carey, and it just seems like she is, I don't know, she's in a better place energy-wise, like voice-wise. It seems like she just has refreshed and rejuvenated herself. I don't know. I know that there are like hardcore Mariah fans, so you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like she's in a completely different place, and it's really inspiring actually, because it seems like she's just so much happier. I don't know. Sis seems happy, and it's really cool to see her, you know, joking around, having fun like that shit. I would like to know how they made that video though. Like I want to go behind the scenes that shit. She needs to do a whole ass interview on it. Speaking of interviews and people who don't do them, Beyonce. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm not gonna talk too long about Beyonce. Y'all already know I'm an extreme fan of hers. But this Lion King cast photo is just the power that this has. Do you see? Sis is just literally she's standing, and you look at this picture and you just looking straight at me. Like, it's just, everyone is beautiful. Like, the cast is beautiful. It's just my fave, since, you know, I'm biased. She is sitting, I don't know, titties are sitting, waist is snatched, shoulders are out, hair is snatched in this side ass ponytail. The gay in me, you know what I mean? The flamboyancy, just it's like somebody poured gasoline on my fiery ass spirit when I saw this, making me very excited for the Lion King. I will be in New Orleans speaking during that weekend, so I won't be able to see the movie when y'all are seeing it, but she's making it more and more difficult to be patient for this damn movie. So today when I woke up, I was very excited to see that Disney had released their trailer, finally released their trailer for their live action Mulan remake. I was watching it, and it seemed like they took their time and tried to make sure that a lot of the things were culturally accurate, and it didn't feel like disrespectful. I think because there have been a lot of people, when Disney's making these remakes and stuff, especially when it came to something like Mulan, something cultural like Mulan, I think Disney was taking into account the complaints of people, making sure that it was honorable, it was respectful, especially, you know, to the Chinese. And someone brought up a good point, like, yeah, Disney wants to be aware queer as they can be, but also a large block of their money, their income comes from the Chinese movie industry, since they're going to be pushing it out there. So they want to make sure they're not offending people. They want to make sure that they tell the story with some type of like grace, you know, some type of sensibility. The thing that really threw me was the fact that there were a lot of cloud-colored individuals who, you know what I mean? There were a lot of cloud-colored individuals who were in the comments talking about, where's Mushu? If that's how you pronounce that little dragon's name that Eddie Murphy voiced. You remember that from the cartoon? Like, where's Mushu? Where's the dragon? What, there's no Mushu here? We can, and if y'all watch the trailer, you will see how rich the movie looks. And I'm not talking about money, you know what I mean? It feels like it's not trying to make fun. It feels like it's not trying to, be a gag reel of stupid ass comedy that has no place in the story. It's like a historic Chinese legend. It's not Disney shit, you know? So it really does feel like they're trying to do it well, and I think that they would have to take in considerations like this if they were ever trying to remake a live action Pocahontas. I think they would have to definitely make sure that these movies and shit aren't making a joke out of the cultures that they're over here using. So yeah, there were people angry, so pissed that that silly ass dragon and that ugly ass cricket weren't in the movie. I'm just like, why is it that some people, they cannot watch a movie about someone else's culture, they cannot consume content from someone else's culture without there being a gag in there, without there being a joke in there, you know what I mean? Why does it always have to be dressed up and like a little fucking comedy reel or some shit when it comes to other people's shit, when it comes to other people's culture? Like, why is it so difficult to explore other cultures without cheapening the whole experience with this dumb shit that doesn't even need to be in there, you know? And when you read some of the comments, it came across as, if I'm not gonna fucking laugh at this shit, if you can't put on your tap dancing shoes and tap dance for me in front of this stage and dance when I say dance, then I'm not gonna watch the movie. That's the spirit, that's the energy that came from some of these comments that I'm reading about Mulan. And I would like you guys to watch that trailer and watch some and read some of the things that people are saying about this little ass dragon that's not gonna be included, and come back and tell me like what you think about what I'm saying about that shit. Cause I'm just like, sis, there's so much more to explore when it comes to this legend, this historic legend, Chinese culture, than just a fucking silly ass dragon that Eddie Murphy ass clowning around on a silly ass dragon. You know, it's like, y'all will be okay? Damn. So something that was really off-putting and depressing that happened this week was the fact that Cameron Boyce, he passed away. Now, I definitely don't know a whole lot about him, but I knew that he was on Disney Channel. I'd seen him occasionally from time to time as a little kid acting and doing what he got to do. But just the fact that he passed away so suddenly, they said it was like seizures or something, like a seizure, and he had been dealing with this medical issue for quite some time, apparently. That's what I read. You know, when things like that happen in the news, I know they happen every day, and I know there's people die every day, but it's just like when things like that happen, he was a big part of people's childhood. It really reminds you how short your life is, and the fact that you never know what the fuck's gonna happen to your ass tomorrow. And that's why I live kind of how I do, and I encourage other people to do the same, because it's just like, I'm not gonna be constrained by y'all dumbass rules and I could die tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to be constrained. I'm not going to be restricted as a person if I can help it. Of course, like I said, their jobs, their families in which you may be dependent, or you know what I mean? Like, of course, there's certain things that you will be forced to do, unfortunately, in this society. But I'm saying, if I can help it, if you can help it, like, why be limited to other people's view of who you should be, or who you are, or what you deserve? Like, but yeah, it just, every time something like this happens, life is way too short. You never know what's going to happen. Just live it, breathe in it, feel it, and live it. So I'll talk about this infuriating story and end the video. Apparently in Arizona, let me make sure. This is coming from Newsweek. Michael Adams, 27 years old. This is his get her done racist ass, megamind built ass face, just so everybody on the planet can avoid his old dusty ass. Michael Adams has been charged with the first-degree murder of a 17-year-old Elijah Alamin. This was at like a Circle K at 1:42 a.m. Apparently, now this is what Adams admitted. The guy who did it, Adams admitted he was not provoked or threatened by the teenager prior to the alleged attack, but he decided to be proactive rather than reactive he said people who listen to rap music are a threat to him and his community. So we already know we already know what that is. And you know, my mama, there were certain things that my mama told me when I was younger, and I did not understand why. Like, why are you so protective? Like, my mama wouldn't even allow me to have a water gun when I was a kid. You know, why is she worried about how loud music is? Why is it like, what? She was trying to protect my black ass. There is absolutely no reason why you as a 17-year-old should be worried about some dumbass man who is so insecure in his own existence as a human being, so ready to hate. No compassion, no empathy, no nothing. You should not, as a 17-year-old, be worried you enjoying music. I mean, they did some interview with his friend talking about, oh, you know, Elijah was so inspired by rap music. He was telling me about his dreams and how he, you know, the rappers were always going through things that he could relate to, and he had big plans of owning businesses and shit. And it's just like, all of that was ripped away from him just because of this ugly ass racism in this fucking country. And like, you know, I try to protect my peace and my energy. You know, there are a lot of stories that go on from day to day. We see a lot of shit like this happen. I can only imagine the amount of shit that's not reported. But this story in particular, I said I have to talk about it just because it stung my soul so deeply. And that's the type of shit that we always have to be thinking about every day. And on top of that, my feminine ass has even, you know, more complex issues to think about when I'm walking around in the street. You know, having fun in the city. It's just like I have to be always vigilant because it's somebody insecure with their own selves, mad because you living your goddamn life. Especially if it comes from a discriminatory, racist, homophobic, transphobic place. We should not be in I know I'm about to start preaching, but we shouldn't. I hate that we as humans have to put up with this bullshit. Like, why can't we have a society where we are just coming together and we're living, we're thriving, and we're breathing? Why do you have to delete my existence so you can feel comfortable with yours? I hate it so much. And of course now, guess which card they're pulling? Just guess which card they're pulling to save this white man. Yeah, you got it right, mental illness. And I've spoken about this before. But there's so many dangerous things when it comes to how quickly they pull mental illness out of their asses to defend these racist people. I forget which news station, but the report also included an interview with that man's lawyer or whatever attorney. The first thing out of her mouth was he's disabled. And it's just like, that paints disabled people in such a fucked up ass light. That man was fucking racist. You mean to tell me that he is so quote unquote disabled, so just not able to mentally function, but he was able to coherently retell the story, tell police officers that he was not provoked, and he was able to go in depth into why he did it. He felt like people who listen to rap music, aka niggas, are a threat to his community. Let's not use this disabled shit, you know what I mean, as a crutch, especially not when they're disabled people who aren't going to slit your goddamn throat. Like, I don't like when they paint disabled people or mentally ill people in that light, because that's the only time y'all bring up disabled people. That's the only time y'all buildings ain't fucking accessible. None of this shit is fucking accessible for these people. And the only time y'all think about disabled people when y'all ready to throw their asses under the bus for some fucked up shit some racist did. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of that shit. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I wish that y'all were as quick to pull out excuses for some of these black people that y'all do for these white people. And these racist ass motherfuckers too, on top of that. But like I said, the system was made by them and it's going to be used to protect them in any way possible. But yeah, that to me is extremely frustrating. I hate that we live in this type of society. But, you know, the more aware we are, the more we can protect ourselves. Like I said, though, it doesn't mean that, and I tell myself that too, it doesn't mean that you have to consume every single fucked up story that happens, but we all at least need to know just a sense of what we're facing in this fucking world, on this planet, in this country. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm done preaching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you all have an amazing week. It's just getting started. I really, really do appreciate your support. Please check out all my stuff. Extinction is streaming, my new EP streaming. Also, patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I'm gonna go look for your daddy because maybe he can cheer me up after reading that ugly ass story, reading that ugly ass report, so that we both can have a good goddamn evening.